Borat, subsequent film, is not in theaters. It's actually on Amazon Prime. It dropped during the debate. Ironically enough, during the debate, like an hour and a half beforehand, I watched Borat, the first one, with my girlfriend in preparation for the next day to watch it. So we're watching the election, and I get a text from my friend saying that, hey, Borat 2 dropped on Amazon Prime. And I'm like, are you serious? As soon as it found out to be true by my girlfriend and myself, we decided to watch Borat 2 right then and there. So I literally went from Borat 1 to Borat 2 within an hour, which is awesome. Borat 2, subsequent film, I'm not going to lie, I would say, oh, it's one of my anticipated movies of the year, but I can't say that because I didn't even know this movie was coming out until like a month ago when the trailer dropped, which, by the way, was hilarious. Um, I had no idea. I knew Sacha Baron Cohen was filming something, but I thought maybe it was his TV show or maybe it was another movie. I didn't know it was a sequel to Borat, which came out 14 years ago. So I was excited though when I found out, and the trailer looked interesting with bringing in the whole daughter angle. So the question of the day, though, is it good? Well, we'll get into that. But first and foremost, I wanted to say this is a very well acted movie. I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen steals the show per usual. As Borat, he is really, truly something special. This is something that definitely is going to be embedded in pop culture even further. The fact that we're getting a refresher about Borat and his antics. The actress that plays his daughter is also really good, very strong. I was very fascinated by both performances, and I think that it's cool that they got someone that was relatively unknown because, truth be told, a lot of people when they see Borat, on the streets, they're going to know that he's probably going to be doing a prank. Versus this girl, nobody knows who she is. So I think it was really smart that Sacha Baron Cohen used her to get the absolute best reaction from people. And some of the humor works. There are some genuine moments of laughter that I had, some chuckles too. And I also really liked the way this was shot. It's going to sound weird, but I liked the fact that this movie looked like it was shot 15 years ago on like an HD camera. The reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like so many times when a movie comes out and it has like its own unique style, and then there's a sequel years later, the style gets pretty much taken away, and it becomes like a formulaic movie in terms of the way it's shot. But not this movie. This movie kept the tradition of how it was shot before, the mockumentary style, the way it's color graded. It's very intriguing to say the least. But I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty mixed about this movie. I think the biggest thing is that I didn't laugh a lot. I probably laughed about 25% of the time instead of 100% of the time, which Borat, the first one, was probably about 90% of the time. And I do tell people oftentimes that, listen, a comedy can be a good movie. You might not necessarily laugh, but it can still be a good movie. There are some movies in the past that I've seen where I was like, this isn't really that funny, but it's got a great story and it's very intriguing. And unfortunately, I felt like this movie didn't really have either of those. It didn't really have a good story. And besides the cinematography, there's not much that really stands out in terms of it just being a good film. It also doesn't help that the story is very cliche, to say the least. I mean, this is a movie that follows the formula of a comedy very closely. You have like a falling out, the two people get back together again. It makes the tone go from like, lighthearted to serious and then back to lighthearted. It just feels kind of disjointed for me personally. It's probably one of my biggest pet peeve cliches in film history. Again, it's a shame, but I will say that overall, if you like the first Borat, I think you'll like the second one. I think that the reason why I don't is because of those reasons. But also, hear me out on this. The first Borat, you didn't really know what you were getting yourself into. I don't know about you guys, but when I first saw it, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. The second Borat, you know what you're getting yourself into, and it's a very similar shtick, and it kind of gets old. And I gotta say, the pacing and the length also kind of bogged it down. I felt like in particular that this movie was like 20 minutes too long. I literally paused the movie an hour in out of curiosity to see how much there was longer, and it was like 37 minutes, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Again, not that I wasn't enjoying the actors and actresses, it felt very disjointed in how it was approaching the way it was paced, which is a shame again. But again, these are issues I have that overall I feel like many other people probably won't have. But again, it is my review, and I think that it is one of those things where I just have to emphasize. I think that this was wasted potential. I think that this movie could have been something really special, but instead it's second serving. It's something that you've kind of had before, just a lesser version of that. And I feel like that's kind of what it is in terms of the second one. But overall, I can't lie. I'm not gonna say I hated this movie. I didn't. I was just kind of like underwhelmed by it. I wanted to laugh a lot. I wanted to be able to say that hey, this is the case, but alas, here we are. So yeah, all I will say is this movie. It's not really something that I'm probably gonna watch again. But you know what? I'll still be kind of generous. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5 star rating. So yeah, no hot sauce rating. But guys, Borat subsequent film. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you around.